Okay, part 9. The evidence, finally, I'm sorry. Tangents, recollection, all that. Let's have court part 9. The evidence. Again, this woman, that awesome woman, not with us anymore, totally awesome. Never flipped out like the psychos, never stalked me. No crazy stuff. No funny games, no funny business. Just wanted to help. Anyway, she was being harassed by one of my stalkers. The stalker contacted her, I believe, on Facebook. I got the screenshot of the Facebook messaging, blah, blah, blah. She was asking, because she knew this woman was a friend of mine, that's why she was harassing her, and saying mean things. She was asking her, do you know of any crimes Nick has committed? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this person, this entity, who was asking my viewers, my friends, some of them, if I had committed any crimes and looking for that information. You can just do a background check on me and see if the FBI knew I committed no crimes. That's why they didn't give a fuck, or they couldn't give a fuck, when I didn't even return their fucking calls. They knew they had nothing. It was just an intimidation effort on behalf of millionaires, which is disgusting, by the way, that our tax money went for that. Unless they were imposters with FBI jackets and credentials. I don't fucking know. But they harassed a friend who told me everything that happened. Everything. And they left a phone number. Did I ever call that number? Fuck no. Why should I? I ain't doing nothing wrong. Maybe you should be looking at other people. Maybe you should be looking at certain foundations instead of harassing a poor young woman I used to date. Because you want to get some wedge in between us and be able to lie about me online, which I will sue your ass for. I guarantee you. Lie and say the FBI thought I was dangerous. They never said that in any of the vids I presented. They asked if I was dangerous, but they already knew if I was dangerous or not. A simple background check can find that information. Guess what's in my background? Uh-oh. Can't paint this guy any kind of way. Nothing! What's in your background? Executive making 600 G's a year? What's in your background? Cubicle worker? What's in your background? Stalker? What's in your background? $20 million estate holder? Bet it ain't as clean as mine, son. Guarantee it. 'Cause there is nothing in mine. Anyway. These are the types of tactics I have to fucking deal with. And I don't even know what point I was going on with that. Anyway. The evidence, again, this person going around harassing friends of mine and viewers of mine, asking questions like, do you know any crimes Nick has committed? Do a background check, spend a little money. You already know the answer to that question. Everyone knows the answer to that question. Many background checks have been done on me because everybody thought they knew better. When I was talking to one of their family members or friends or boyfriends or fiancés, maybe I made a friendship there. Everyone thought they knew better and ran background checks and did this and did that. Because this guy has to be a scammer and liar and ex-con, right? Nope. None of it. Guess who the liars are? You people. And I can prove it. Uh-oh. You didn't think this day would come, did you? I did. I knew it would come. I knew what all of you would do. I knew it. I knew the second I decided to go the opposite direction. Maybe this isn't so clear, cut and dry, this rock star's death. The second I decided, I sat with myself, had a little conversation up here, said, Nick, if you do this, it gonna get ugly. It got ugly. Anyway, this person that was asking if I'm committing crimes, because that's what they felt a good that was worthy of their time. That's how little of a life they have. And trying to get me put behind bars, got fired from their job for making racist remarks. A job they had over 20 years. Real responsible entity until they spouted the racist remarks at their job and lost it all, which I told them when we were cool that they would lose. I warned them. If you continue down this path, you will lose your job. That wasn't a threat. That was a warning for her benefit at the time. She didn't listen. She got fired for making racist comments. Maybe one of the reasons was she thought a worthy effort for her time, or what was worthy of her time, was trying to get Nick put behind bars for nothing. I never lost a job for racist comments. I never got, dealt with that way because I did something so incredibly horrible. So that's the person we're talking about that was harassing my friends and trolling me on various websites, and no one gave a flying fuck what lies they were telling on channels on this website, other websites. No one cared at all. They only cared what Nick had to say. No one cared as people stalked me, went to my viewers and lied about me. But if I said something about them in a video on multiple websites, they would cry and complain. What's up with that? Why? You're that delicate? You want to talk shit, but you can't take the shit. Another example, I'm glad I remembered. See, this tangents, baby, tangents. I posted a guy's song that he made. Excellent musician and friend of mine. At the time. Everyone loved it. But there was a trolling campaign against my channel at the time. There was an effort to harass my audience and shut me down. So, many people came to that guy's song, which was excellent professional quality, talent and recording wise, and trashed it and talked shit on me and talked shit on him. And I said things like, you wish you could ever be that talented. They said I was being mean to people. I was being mean to people. I didn't ask them to come to the video and trash his music and trash me. That's all fine. No one gets banned for that because they don't have a millionaire, people with $20 million calling up saying, get rid of that guy. Or they're part of a trolling team that a PR firm runs, which benefits the website. They didn't care about the sexual harassment of women on my fucking channel every day. They could care less. I was the problem. I wasn't sexually harassing anyone online. Ever. I don't need to. Do I look like a guy who needs to sexually harass women? Never in my life have I had to. I don't need to do that to get a date. Maybe other people do. I don't know. My point is, they allowed all this to go on. And even like simple thing like me posting a guy's song that I thought was excellent and I wanted to help him out. Obviously the guy was interested in a music career at one point in his life by the quality of what was done. I thought maybe I could help him. I wouldn't get shit out of it. He'd be the famous musician, not me. I would have loved to work with him, but that doesn't mean, people would respond to my work as they would to his. My point is a simple thing like putting a song up on this platform back then. But they allowed the deployment of this trolling campaign against me. So people came there cursing, saying all kinds of stuff, negative, horrible things about him. I simply defend the man. Because I personally think he's very talented. And I tell them, any of you people, none of you could do what this guy can do. What are you talking about? You wish you could do this. That's all I said to people. I'm the problem, though. No, that's not fair. If I'm the problem by saying that to them, then they all should have been removed before I even spoke. Right? You guys just magically find stuff on this website, right? No one needs to report it, in my case anyway, when you're dealing with me. No one ever reports Po Old Nick. You guys are just making executive decisions, right? Get the fuck out of here. So one more time in closing for this video. That's the type of shit I deal with. Women had to deal with straight up sexual harassment in comment section just to ruin my endeavor that was deployed by millionaires, just to ruin my business, my rep, and harass these women from even watching my channel, make people afraid of the comment section. That's what trolls are for. Because some people are very sensitive and they can't handle being called an asshole or whatever by some random Russian scumbag with a potato in one hand and a bottle of vodka in the other in a troll farm. Or wherever they come from, whatever public relations firm they work for. They know people are soft and they can't handle it. So they deploy these things to ruin people's messages, ruin their reputation, and ruin their audience by making people too afraid to even comment. That was the plan. That was allowed to be deployed on this website. And I'll try and get that evidence. I'll try and find the PR firm they used or the group they used. Because they use those groups. We've proven it. All that I had to suffer. Anyway, back to the other situation. The great friend that showed me the screenshots of this person going around to audience members of mine, making that a part of their day. How sad is their life? Jesus. Asking if I commit any crimes. Meanwhile, months or a year later, they get fired from their job for racist remarks. Who's the bad guy? I'm asking you. Who's the bad guy? The one asking if Nick committed any crimes? Or the person getting fired for racist remarks? I think that's an easy answer. So that's just another form of evidence I would present against other parties, because it ain't just the millionaires that thought this was all fun and games and that they'd get away with it. Everybody thought that. Because it's Po Old Homeless Nick, right? But you don't know what's in here, baby. That's why I was able to get that interview. And that interview changed my life in no way. I didn't get famous after that. I didn't make a lot of money. You know why? This website. And third parties that shut down my reach. And I didn't have to beg for that interview. I didn't have to do nothing. It just fell in my fucking lap. That's how good I am. Did any of you believe back in the day, when I first started talking on YouTube and you people saw me for the first time or for a year, did any of you think after shutdown after shutdown, after sabotage after sabotage, we would all get to talk to Tom fucking Grant in person? Not even a recorded interview? A live interview with all of you and me. But again, they made sure that didn't change my life or even for a temporary bit of time. It did nothing. It just, got a couple donations, that's all. Got more complaints about having a PayPal up after some dickhead just watched a free interview with Tom Grant. Then I got donations. So that tells you that all the work was really worth it, right? It was worth it to me. It wasn't the money, though. That didn't make it worth it. Not at all. Being able to talk to Tom, get to know him a little bit, meet him, at least over the phone. I don't have to get through the screener to talk to Tom. I can just dial the phone and talk to the man if I want to. But I don't bother him. I leave him alone. Because other people have done that to him. They get in his life a little bit and they want to be there every day, all the time. That's not fair to Tom. Tom has too many fans for that. Leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Let him enjoy life. Let him relax. That's the approach I'm taking with Tom Grant. I could have called him anytime. He called me a few times, and I never got back to him. I'm sorry, Tom. A year or two ago, my life is shambles. I'm sorry, and that's my fault partially lately. And I'll always be sorry I didn't get back to him. I think maybe he wanted to do something, possibly. I don't know. But again, Tom's on speed dial for me. How many of you can say that? That's my point here. I'm the real deal. That's why that happened. I'm the real deal when it comes to the other stuff too, you know, when I post music. That's really me. There's no tricks there. There's no auto-tune, you know, like the pros use. I don't fake the funk on that either. So I guess my basic point, and I'll end this right now. My basic point is the type of people running background checks on me and trying to get me arrested are way more dangerous and have way worse backgrounds than me and way worse intentions than me. Give you another example very quickly. A cop used to be married to a woman. I got to know this woman through the endeavor. Once the cop realized she was talking to me in any way, shape, or form, wasn't even romantic. I talked to a lot of people over those 7 years. He flipped out, did a background check, and all kind of stuff. Found nothing. That same cop, years prior, tried to pin tax fraud on his wife and locked her up in an insane asylum because he was a cop, and the cops are going to do whatever he says, not what she says. Locked her up in an asylum. She had to prove she's sane, get back out, recover her life. What a story that is. She should write a fucking book. Tried to pin it on her. The judge saw what was going on when they were standing in front of a judge, the two of them against each other. The judge said, "Do you really want to continue with this, sir? What you're saying don't sound too good for you." Then he dropped it. That's what it took. A judge to sniff the bullshit in the air. That person did a background check on me. Those scumbags with the $20 million estate. Those people are the ones coming after me. I ain't coming after them in any way, shape, or form. I never was. I don't call the FBI. I don't send thugs. I don't do that. I don't threaten people. They do, though. Part 10.